It is now 6 p.m., August 27th, 2024. I'd like to call our special called meeting to order. Madam Clerk, can you take the roll, please?
Branham,
Here.
Pugh,
Here.
McBride, Livingston, Teratio,
Here.
Weaver,
Here.
Barron,
Here.
Walker,
Here.
Mackey,
Here.
English,
Present.
Newton.
Here.
We have a quorum.
B.
Thank you, Brian.
Good evening, Ms. McBride. Next item on our agenda is the invocation.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I am so pleased as my guest tonight, we have the Reverend Emily Mooneyhan. She is the Associate Pastor for Congressional Care and Concern at our church on Eastminster Presbyterian on Trenton Road. And thank you, Reverend Mooneyhan, for making the time to be here tonight. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate the opportunity. And greetings on behalf of the worshiping community at Eastminster Presbyterian Church. Will you pray with me? Holy, eternal, ever-present God, your works are great and wonderful, and your ways are right and just. Thank you for the beauty and variety of creation, how every flower and each petal, how every person, each beating heart, proclaims the wonder of your love. Thank you for the many ways in which we affirm your presence and purpose, and in the freedom to do so. Keep us diligent in our efforts to seek you always. Forgive us when we stray from the right path that you lay before us. Forgive us for violence and hatred, for apathy and hard-heartedness. Help us to be open and quick to act with peace, love, justice, and joy. We stand in awe of all of your children, Christian, Jew, Muslim, as well as those of other faiths. Grant us all and our leadership, local, state, national, and worldwide, attributes of strength, mutual respect in word and deed, restraint in exercises of power, and the will of peace and wholeness for all. Be with these your servants here in this meeting of business. Be their thoughts and their words. Continue to guide and strengthen them in their civic duty. Lord, continue to bless us and equip us as a community here in Columbia, South Carolina, that we may be a place where all are welcomed, where all are loved, where all are represented, and where all are cherished. For we are all your beloved children. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend. Now our pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next is our approval of minutes from our regular session meeting on July 16th, 2024.
Madam Chair,
You recognize Ms. Newton.
move to approve items 4A and 4B.
Second.
Motion and second. Any discussion? Hearing none, Madam Clerk.
Branham,
Yes.
Pugh,
Yes.
McBride,
Yes.
Yes.
Teratio,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Barron,
Yes.
Walker, Mackey,
Yes.
English,
Yes.
Newton.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Next is item 5, adoption of the agenda. Administrator Brown, do you have any additions or deletions?
I do not, but I believe the county attorney may have some, Madam Chair.
Recognized.
Yes, Madam Chair. I have one addition to number 6. I would like to add 6E, Turner versus State of South Carolina pursuant to 30-4-70A2.
That'd be, I guess, 6F.
I think it's right, 6F, I'm sorry.
I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
A motion and a second. Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Brenham,
Yes.
Pugh,
Yes.
McBride. Livingston,
Yes.
Teratio,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Barron,
Yes.
Walker, Mackey,
Yes.
English,
Yes.
Newton.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Next is item 6, report of the county attorney for executive session items. Attorney Wright, you're recognized.
Yes, Madam Chair. I believe we have 6 items for executive session. First is property inquiry 1221 Gregg Street. That's 6A. 6B, property inquiry 120 Clemson Road. 6C, personnel matter, grievance reviews and recommendations. D, discussion and legal advice concerning duties of the county administrator regarding Richland County Code, Section 2-79 and Section 2-80. E, legal advice, clerk of court, judicial center. And F, Turner versus State of South Carolina.
And which of these items, or do any of these items require outside counsel?
No, none of the items have outside counsel at this time.
Based on that, per council rules, we would take up all of these items at the end of our meeting unless there is any other reason why you see we need to receive information ahead of time.
No, Your Honor.
Sir, you recognize?
When we made a motion to amend the agenda, we made Turner versus South Carolina E in the motion. Is that an issue?
No, he said F.
Okay, all right.
Next is item 7, citizens input for items on the agenda not requiring a public hearing. Vice Chair Pugh.
No one signed up to speak, ma'am.
Next is item 8, citizens input must pertain to Richland County matters not on the agenda. Items for which a public hearing is required or a public hearing has been scheduled cannot be addressed at this time. Vice Chair Pugh.
Madam Chair, we have 2 people that signed up to speak. When I call your name, if you could come to the podium, please state your name, address, and you have 2 minutes to speak. Mr. Latoya Gossip, if I butchered your name, I apologize. Gibson, I'm sorry.
Thank you for the stand. I'm Latoya Gibson. I reside at 400 Kingston Trace Road, here in the 29229 zip code. I'm here because I'm a mother of one of the detainees. I'm here because I am part of the community and I care, and I'm here because I'm a registered voter. I'm deeply concerned about the ongoing issues at Alvin S. Glenn Detention Center and the inhumane conditions that continue to persist. We all know the troubling stories and a series of tragic incidents that have occurred. It is vital to focus on safety and well-being of the incarcerated. While there are resources available to improve the conditions, it appears that these are not being fully utilized by counsel or those that are running the jail. My intentions here is to seek collaboration. I do not want to come off as being confrontational, but I do ask that you hear us, the community. I ask that you hear us as parents. I ask that you meet with us and make some changes. The lack of communication and the silence we've encountered only worsens the situation. I voted for some of you, and it makes it very hard when I send an email, heartfelt, and I'm addressing situations that are being overlooked and not being handled properly, and I get silence. It's very hard. Immediate action is crucial. And I strongly urge Richland County Council to consider bringing in national experts and potentially the National Guard to manage and reform the facility effectively. The decision makers involved may lack the specialized knowledge needed to address these complex issues. Delaying action only increases the risk of further tragedies and the inhumane conditions that we've seen. As we all know, there were 7 people that got a hold to drugs, and it's factual, 4 of them passed away. I'm ready to work with you and support the initiatives aimed at meaningful improvement. Let's come together to address the critical issues and make a positive change. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Madam Chair, next we have Mr. Craig Edwards. Mr. Edwards, if you can approach the podium, please state your name and address for the record, and you have 2 minutes to speak.
I'm blind, so just give me a second. I'll get there.
Take your time, sir.
Right here? Okay. My name is Craig Edwards. I live at 238 Fernview Drive, at Ridgecrest neighborhood of the Summit. And I am here to ask your assistance for the firework issue that I think we have in our area. I've been living in that neighborhood for 31 years, and it's gotten progressively worse over this time. I think it's one thing for the fireworks, to go off and your pets get upset, or if you're a veteran, you have PTSD. In 2023, I counted we had 13 straight nights of fireworks around July the 4th. We could have fireworks on a March the 9th or an October the 2nd. Could be 1 o'clock in the morning, could be 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And it's just a problem. But the reason I'm here is on July the 4th of this year, I had to go across the street and 2 of my neighbors' homes burned down. And if you don't think fireworks are a problem, I hope you never have to go across the street from your home and comfort your neighbors because they lost their homes just because somebody wanted to shoot fireworks. I think it is a way unappreciated situation that needs to be addressed even more than what you've done so far. So I appreciate your time. And please do something for us. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Edwards. And Madam Chair, that concludes everyone that signed up to speak.
Thank you. Next is item 9, report of the county administrator. Administrator Brown, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Members of council, just a brief update. Wanted you to know that later on this month, we will be attending, but I say we, myself, executive members of the detention center will be attending the annual jail conference. Also, later on this month, we do have some other dates where there will be some training that I mentioned to you before relative to Leadership South Carolina. So that'll be happening here early in September. I did want to take a moment as we kind of talk about training to just acknowledge that this year at our South Carolina Association of Counties Conference, we had several members of both the council body and other members of Richland County who went through a process of getting their certification from the Institute of Government. And if you just bear with me, I'm going to just acknowledge a few individuals. And for those who are unfamiliar with this particular institute, it is an institute designed to provide a resource so that officials can serve the community in a professional way, learning different skills and trades that are provided through these classes at the association. So we did have some recent graduates from the level 1, and that would be Councilmember Cheryl English out of District 10 and Councilmember Dunn Weaver for District 6, who were recognized for their certification achievements at level 1. So we don't often clap for council, but for those who value people who spend the time and energy and going through the process of bettering themselves to serve, I think it's important because not all individuals do that. Graduating from level 2, which means that they've also accomplished level 1, as we have a council member who is serving as chair, Ms. Jessica Mackey. We have council member Yvonne McBride, council member Gretchen Barron, council member Allison Terratio, council member Shaquise Newton, and we have our own clerk to council as well, who all graduated from level 2 of that program. And we try to take a concerted effort to acknowledge when people have these sort of achievements. We have a specific desire as a part of one of our strategic initiatives, which is operational excellence, where we support continuing education and growth, again, so that we can provide a better service for the community. So thank you for allowing me to share that. In addition, for those of you who are able to participate in this particular session, you would know that we have one of our own, who is Dr. Bresnahan, who works in our GIS division, who actually led one of the trainings as a part of the association's program. So I want to just take a moment to acknowledge again, we have men and women who work at Richland County who are certified professionals, both by education, both by work and by trade, who do an excellent job. And it's a lot of times why people move on and get great opportunities because people try to pluck them from Richland County. So just want to say congratulations to Dr. Bresnahan for representing the county well. And many of you may know he actually serves on NACO on the national level as well. So we have local and national representation as a part of our county here at Richland. So just wanted to share that with you. And with that being said, Madam Chair, I do have other items, but they're really related to executive session. So that will conclude my report if there are no questions for me at this time.
Thank you, Minister Brown. Next item on the agenda is report from the Clerk of Council. Madam Clerk, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Yeah, in order to keep the community informed about the upcoming pending referendum, there have been several town hall meetings that have been scheduled in multiple districts. And I'd like to announce that at this time, on September the 23rd, District 10 will be holding a town hall meeting at the Bluff Road Park from 6 to 7:30 p.m. On September 26th, District 2 and District 7 are going to hold a town hall meeting at Doco Manor from 6 to 7:30 p.m. And on October 21st, District 1 will be holding a town hall meeting at Friars Gate Park from 6 to 7:30 p.m. For more information, I'm encouraging the public to go to our website and get all that information there, as well as to follow our social media outlets. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Next is the report of the chair. I do not have any updates or reports at this time. Next is item 12, approval of consent items. 12A, case number 24-004MA, John Backhosh, RT to GC, General Commercial, 10336 Wilson Boulevard, TMS number R14900-03-01. This is in District 2 and it's second reading. You're recognized, Councilman Walker.
Approve items 12A, B, and C.
Second.
Motion is second. Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Brenham,
Yes.
Pugh,
Yes.
McBride,
Yes.
Livingston,
Yes.
Teratio,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Barron,
Yes.
Walker,
Yes.
Mackey,
Yes.
English,
Yes.
Newton.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Thank you. Next is item 13, second reading items. 13A, authorizing the expansion of the boundaries of the I-77 Corridor Regional Industrial Park jointly developed with Fairfield County to include certain property located in Richland County, the execution and delivery of a public infrastructure credit agreement to provide for public infrastructure credits to a company identified for the time being as Project Flare and other related matters. Motion.
So moved, Madam Chair.
Second.
Motion is second. Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Brenham,
No.
Pugh,
Yes.
McBride,
Yes.
Livingston, Teratio,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Barron,
Yes.
Walker,
Yes.
Mackey.
I'm recusing myself due to my parent company representing this applicant.
Thank you. English,
Yes.
Newton.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Next is item 14, report of the Administration and Finance Committee. Councilman Walker, you're recognized.
Madam Chair, it's item 14A, community planning and development, so conservation, easement negotiation, and that is an executive session item. And that would conclude the report of the A&F committee.
Thank you. Next is item 15, other items. 15A,
Sorry, Madam Chair.
yes, ma'am, you recognize, Ms. Newton.
Move to approve items 15A through F.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve items 15A through F. Any discussion?
Madam Chair,
You're recognized.
I just wanted to give an explanation for what the Central Midlands Development Corporation items are. And those are allocations for the Ag and Art Tour. So it's not immediately apparent to the public. I just wanted to make that clear.
Thank you. Any further discussion?
I'd just like to thank Councilwoman Teratio for pointing out what I'm approving tonight. So, because I had no idea. So thank you for her research on that,
Thank you.
Councilwoman.
No one knew
What
until
that
you
stood
told us.
for.
Madam Clerk, can you take the vote, please, for the roll? please?
Rainham?
Thank you.
Yes.
Pugh,
Yes.
McBride,
Yes.
Livingston, Teratio,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Barron,
Yes.
Walker,
Yes.
Mackey,
Yes,
English,
Yes.
Newton.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Madam Chair,
recognize.
move to reconsider those items.
Second.
Motion and second for reconsideration. Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Rainham,
No.
Pugh.
No.
McBride,
No.
Livingston.
No.
Teratio.
No.
Weaver,
No.
Barron,
No.
Walker,
No.
Mackey,
No.
English.
No.
Newton.
No.
Motion fails.
All right, now we're at item 16, which is executive session items. We have our items from the attorney's report as well as the item 14A from Administration and Finance Committee. I'll entertain a motion to go in executive session to address those items.
Madam Chair, I move to go into executive session.
Second.
A motion and a second to go in executive session, and just for clarification of the record, it's items 6A through F and 14A. Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Rainham,
Yes.
Pugh, McBride,
Yes.
Livingston,
Yes.
Teratio,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Barron,
Yes.
Walker,
Yes.
Mackey,
Yes.
English,
Yes.
Newton. Motion approved.
Non-executive session. Thank you. I'll entertain a motion.
Madam Secretary, Madam Chair.
Second.
Motion and a second to come out of executive session. Madam Clerk?
Rainham, Pugh,
Yes.
McBride. Livingston,
Yes.
Teratio,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Barron, Walker, Mackey,
Yes.
English,
Yes.
Newton.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Let the record reflect that we went into executive session to discuss item 6A through F and 14A. No action was taken during executive session. I'll go back to item 14A from a report of the Administration and Finance Committee.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
You're
At
welcome.
this time, the administration rather, than Finance Committee would recommend that council direct the administrator to proceed with negotiations as discussed in executive session.
Second.
You've heard the recommendation that has come out of committee. Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Rainham,
Yes.
Pugh,
Yes.
McBride,
Yes.
Livingston,
Yes.
Teratio,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Barron,
Yes.
Walker,
Yes.
Mackey,
Yes.
English,
Yes.
Newton.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Thank you.
Madam Chair, I have a motion for 6B. I don't want to get out of order. I think Mr. Livingston had 6A.
Six
A, Madam,
Is there a motion?
for 6A, Madam Chair?
Whoever wants to make a motion.
I'm saying this is for 6A.
Okay.
Move that we instruct the administrator to move forward with agreement as discussed in executive session regarding this item, and also move forward with an appraisal. Second.
Motion and second for item 6A. Is there any further discussion?
Rainham,
Yes.
Pugh,
Yes.
McBride,
Yes.
Livingston, Teratio,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Barron,
Yes.
Walker,
Yes.
Mackey,
Yes.
English,
Yes.
Newton.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Madam Chair, I have a motion for 6B.
Recognize Mr. Weaver.
Thank you. I'd like to make a motion to authorize the county administrator to order an appraisal to determine the value of the property at 120 Clemson Road.
Second.
Motion and second. Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Brenham,
Yes.
Pugh,
Yes.
McBride, Livingston,
Yes.
Teratio,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Barron,
Yes.
Walker,
Yes.
Mackey,
Yes.
English,
Yes.
Newton.
Yes.
Motion approved.
All right, we're now at item 17, motion period. I did not receive any motions.
Move to adjourn.
18. Motion and second to adjourn.
Brenham,
Yes.
Pugh,
Yes.
McBride, Livingston,
Yes.
Teratio,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Barron,
Yes.
Walker, Mackey,
Yes.
English,
Yes.
Newton.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Meeting adjourned. Thank you.